Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights.
Last week we wrapped up our loop along the Indian Ocean Drive, staying at some fantastic 72-hour free camps.
This week we're heading into Lancelin and taking the patrol out for a run through the dunes, where there's plenty of sandboarders and quad bikes carving across the ridges, and we're putting the new ARB Twin Compressor to work.
Then we're off to Australia's only monastic town for a wander through its old buildings and experience the stories that reach all the way back to 1847, such an unexpected place to explore. If you're travelling WA, planning your own lap, or just love seeing what's out there, come along for the ride. This one has a different twist.
I got lost along the way.
These towns on the map look like they're on the main road, but you actually have to turn off and go into them. I reckon the next right hand turn, this one here I think is going to be Atkinson Way that we need to turn down for the dump point. See that blue sign where it says toilet? We have to turn in there, but this is not the water point though, it's just the dump point. It says 10 minutes only for dump point. 8 AM to 7 PM.
And there's a mine.
Yeah, okay.
Just for something different.
Yeah.
So we'll go in and have to park up in here and go and have a look.
Yep.
And then we'll come out and we'll go for a spin around.
Alright.
So this maybe come back around onto that maybe. Out of this wind. So it's 139 an hour for the four-wheel drive motorbikes, It's 230 an hour for the two-seater dune buggies and 260 an hour for the four-seater buggies.
Crikey.
And it's $10 an hour for a sandboard, $15 2 hours, $20 3 hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Making their money.
Yeah, but it's not too bad really. Like them dune buggy things be worth a few dollars, you know. They're all Can-Ams, like they're not just cheap crap. They're bloody good fun. So let's go.
Hold on everybody.
Alright, so we go through there, you reckon?
Yeah, there is a track through there, correct?
Sand dune full drive tour. I'm not sure if that's for everyone or just for their tour. No, we're going.
Yeah, there's all sorts of options if you want to snowboard or you want to go on a small little quad bike or
big dune buggy.
Yeah, big dune buggy. There's also like guided tours
big quad bikes,
big buses as well. So
yeah, it's pretty nuts.
You're not confident in any of that, and you want air conditioned, sand free. Yeah, they have the big 4x4 buses that take you through.
Them dune buggies would be good fun. Cars parked up here for some reason. Oh, I can't believe you nearly just rolled it.
Yeah.
What a nutter. I think you're actually meant to be in there. That's the boarding part.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone out of camera.
And come back up.
Maybe.
I'll catch him rolling in a minute. He nearly rolled it straight over that first dune as soon as he got on there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's real safe. I wouldn't, like if I had young kids and that and people are just driving four-wheel drives and quad bikes and cars and that around there, you wouldn't be feeling too safe, would you?
No.
Here's some more Solomon. Go to the left and see what those signs.
Yeah, now we've got some signs, finally.
Look, and it says no vehicles beyond this point.
Yeah. Come on, girl. Here. Come on. Rosie. Come on. Sand pulling off the back of that sand too. Crazy. Come on. She's loving the sand. Rosie? No. No more. Come on. She's loving the dunes, aren't you? Come on. Come on. Come on.
We have just witnessed, we caught the last little bit, but we just witnessed some crazy people driving in the sand dunes in totally the wrong area. Anyway, now that that excitement's over, we have just aired down. We are now at 22 all round, and we are heading off into the white of white.
I might put her in full drive first. Hang on a second. Putting full drive. Oh, hang on, in neutral. Full drive. Full high. Sand.
The other guy just hugged that tight, that side there when he come around. Oh, here he comes. He's coming back.
Yeah, it might finish up there. You might have to come back.
Yeah.
It didn't really show very well on the map, did it?
No.
Showed the track going around, and then it sort of just runs off the map, so you don't know what's beyond that.
I actually need my sunglasses on. It's that flaming bright, you can literally not see where you're going.
Oh, look at them. What are they? Like concrete bunkers?
Oh, sugar, you wouldn't want to hit them in a sandstorm.
Oh.
But I'm preferring this a little bit more. The gentleman that just nearly rolled his car didn't make me feel too keen on this adventure. However, she is a bit bouncy and bumpy, but probably the best sand driving we've done so far.
Left or right?
Right. Oh, I don't know. No, I think I might want to change my mind. Oh, jeepers. Oh, please. I don't know why I say yes to some things. Oh, babe.
What? Oh, hang on.
Oh, babe.
Right.
Oh. Not keen. Not keen as mustard at all. The gentleman that we just passed, he's got a lot of posters everywhere. He obviously
gets a lot of...
a lot.
Gets to do a lot of recoveries.
Yeah.
Oh, and here we are at the ocean.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, that's soft.
I'd say stop and let me out so I could video, but then you might get bogged and then have to do work, and I don't want to.
I was back in first, flat knacker. Get through there. Go up here for a peek,
Oh,
I reckon.
no, babe, please.
Want to get out?
Don't do it.
Right. It's a tiny little dune. Suki Lala.
The wind was blowing an absolute gale the day we visited the towering white sand dunes of Lancelin. The classic coastal blast that hits you the second you step out of the car. We took the patrol for a self-drive, four-wheel drive run through the dunes, stopping along the way to soak up the views and let the dogs stretch their legs.
The dunes here are like nowhere else we've seen. Bright white, constantly shifting and stretching for a couple of kilometres inland. Everywhere you look, there's something happening. People sandboarding down the steep faces, quad bikes carving their way across the ridges, and the occasional crazy driver ploughing straight through areas clearly marked no vehicle access, not far from the car park.
Lancelin's dune system is a shared space, and it's pretty wild to watch it all unfold. The winds shape the dunes every day, creating drop-offs you can't see until you're right on top of them. So it's definitely a place you want proper four-wheel drive and a bit of common sense. But even with the howling wind, it's a spectacular spot. White sand, blue sky, and that adrenaline-fueled energy that makes Lancelin such a popular playground for off-roaders and sandboarders alike. Now it's time to pump those tyres up, hook that caravan on.
Hang on, settle down. Good try, trying to talk me out of it.
Babe.
Right, settle down. Jesus. 5-degree incline and you're ready to jump out the window. When we finished the drive and got back to the caravan we'd left in the car park, we had to pump all the tyres back up, and thank God for our new compressor. It made for a quick getaway, especially with that wind still howling across the dunes. Yeah, I tried out the new compressor as you've seen. And I had the tyres down to 22 pound. And I pumped the front ones up to 50 and it took 5 minutes, and I pumped the back ones up to 60 and it took 7 minutes. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Nothing really got that hot. The compressor obviously is warm, but they get hot anyway, but none of the leads got hot. Everything worked out perfectly, and yeah, very quick to pump up. Pumping up 2 tyres at a time with our inflator. And yeah, not a problem at all, so pretty happy with that. What are we doing now? Heading down the road, about an hour's drive from here south to our low-cost camp for the night.
We've just made a 1 kilometre detour to the Windmill Roadhouse. It's about 20 cents cheaper than where we're going, or 15 cents cheaper, was it?
20 cents, yeah. It's $1.79 here, and it's $1.90 something at Norcia.
Just keep your head held high. People will find you pretty. I just wonder where they are. You like my Batman t-shirt? It costs like $50. Someone must think I'm pretty fly right now. Maybe I'm going crazy. Can't catch a break lately, and I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing. I said it, I meant it, and I just...
We had the most surprising stay of our WA tour when we rolled into New Norcia, Australia's only monastic town. It's tiny, quiet, and completely unlike anywhere else we've visited, with history stretching back to 1847.
Arriving into town, this was the first big building we found. It's the old New Norcia hostel that opened in 1927 to house families visiting students at the colleges. In 1955, the Benedictine monks became the first religious group in Australia to get a hotel licence, turning into the New Norcia Hotel, a pub and 15-room accommodation that ran until it closed in 2020. Today it's used for group stays, retreats, conventions and pre-booked gatherings of 10 or more.
The visitor centre took us straight into old photos, maps and way more history than we expected. It's also where we grabbed our tour tickets, and honestly, we should have planned extra time with so much to see. The art gallery next door surprised us with European religious pieces mixed with contemporary Aussie work, classic New Norcia.
For accommodation, we ended up choosing the Oval instead of behind the Roadhouse. A flat rate of $10 a night, paid to the visitor centre, pull in, pick a spot, nothing complicated. By late afternoon we settled into a nice quiet relaxing mood, listening to the wind moving through the trees. The next morning we woke up with this mix of calm and history sitting around us. The old buildings aren't far, so even while we were walking the dogs we could feel the weight and beauty of New Norcia sitting in the background.
Walking around the Abbey, you really feel how old this place is. The monks have been here since 1847 and the Spanish architecture stands out straight away. Arches, stonework, colours you don't usually see in the wheat belt. It's peaceful, but there's a heaviness too. New Norcia has a documented history of abuse and trauma, especially for Indigenous children who were brought here under the mission system. So you're looking at these beautiful old buildings, but you're also aware of what happened inside them. It's a strange mix to sit with as you wander around.
This is the Rock of Remembrance, the part of New Norcia that openly acknowledges the harm done here. The blue stones represent the children who experienced neglect or abuse, and the white stones symbolise healing and truth. It's a simple space, but it hits hard. Standing here helps make sense of that strange feeling you get walking around town, how you can admire the buildings and still feel the trauma in the air.
The education centre feels different the moment you step inside. After all the heavy stone buildings outside, it's a real shift in tone, and it reminds you that this place is a much older story than the monastery. Some of it's confronting, especially the parts about Indigenous children who were brought here, and the history sits with you as you walk through these rooms. By the time you step back outside, it changes how you see the rest of the town. The printing room is one of those little spaces you almost walk past, but once you step inside you realise how much happened here. The monks used to print their own books, pamphlets and religious materials. Like a lot of New Norcia, it shows how self-sufficient the place was.
The flour mill dates back to 1879, and you can still see how important farming was to New Norcia. Grain production kept the mission running, but when you're standing here you also think about who did the work. Indigenous children were part of the labour force during the mission era, and that's part of the story too. The buildings don't tell you that, but the history does.
St Gertrude's was a girls' school, and it looks like it's been dropped in from Europe. Big Gothic windows, tall towers, all that detail. As you walk around it, you can imagine how busy it must have been when it was full of students. But again, that contrast hits you. It's pretty, but the mission era wasn't gentle. Girls lived here under strict control and many experienced harm. You feel that tension as you look at the building. Impressive on the outside, complicated on the inside.
The cemetery is quiet and simple, just rows of old headstones and gum trees. It's one of those places where the history feels close. Monks, mission workers, community members, generations of people tied to this town. It's peaceful, but it also reminds you that New Norcia's story isn't just architecture and tours. Real people lived and died here, including children who went through things they never should have.
St Adolphus was a boys' college and it was huge. When you walk up to it, you almost forget you're in WA. It feels more like a European boarding school. The centre of the building is the most striking part, the impressive church sitting right in the middle, with long wings stretching out to the left and right. Downstairs were the study areas and upstairs were the sleeping quarters. And when you're standing there, you can picture the boys moving between these spaces every day under the mission system. Out the back, there were old outbuildings where the boys would take their lunch breaks. They're simple structures, but they cast enough shade to give you a sense of how the routine worked. Work, study, eat, repeat. And then you see the handball courts. They're all massive, tall and built with this precision that makes modern squash centres look plain. You can imagine the noise and energy that would have filled the space.
The monastery was being renovated when we arrived, so as you can see the front gate was all scaffolding and fencing, but we were able to get in through the back and step into the courtyard. It's quiet in there, almost too quiet, and you get a real sense of how the monks live. Simple rooms, long verandas, everything built for routine and rhythm rather than comfort. Standing there you can picture the day-to-day life, prayer, work, silence. It's a different world to the rest of town, and seeing it up close makes the whole place feel more real. Even with the renovations going on, the atmosphere sits heavy, like the walls have held a lot of stories.